is the last piece of the tree we have to get. The one with the most interesting grain, and Brennan's tired of walking.
I think it's 72 by 4.
Got a little lighter.
Yeah. It has so many knots that the grain's just going every which direction on it. A little easier than doing it by hand. stove. It's smoking over on this side.
Throwing sparks over here.
Something.
This blade's cutting straight. Water gluing it together.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. That's the one with the miscut in it?
Yep. You might as well just let it go with that. There you go. You write a letter on that.
A couple pieces of writing paper here.
Sure is, isn't it? Hey, you're not gonna find them like that. That's veneer right there, baby.
Just got the spalting like the others?
Oh yeah, it's the same tree.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's been sitting out in the weather even longer. Man.
Yeah, watch this. This thing makes an unbelievable cut.
It is. For a
Yeah.
chainsaw?
Yeah.
Getting into your little bit of your funky spot there.
Oh yeah.
Still got a lot of usable.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised it didn't rot more from the fork down.
it might in the middle more.
Wow, look at stuff there.
The class of 765, the Monday morning show. 96.5. There's no bacon egg.
guide this time. Let me, sorry about that much.
You gotta let me pick what I'm gonna do, okay?
You did a good job everywhere.
Except I can barely reach up there, you notice?
Hey there, if you've stuck around for this long in the video, I figure you might want to do some learning. So I'm going to take some time to talk about this tree and how some of the various patterns in the wood formed. This is probably a black maple tree, meaning it falls into the category of hard maple. Not as hard as sugar maple, but it's some pretty tough wood. When you look at the maps of its range, it doesn't really grow around here typically, so that's a little unusual. This area being Virginia, central Virginia. When we found this tree, it had probably been on the ground already for about a year, and certain trees, including maple, when they sit on the ground without being milled for a while and stay wet inside, will start to grow mold, and up to a point this doesn't hurt the wood, but it can make some neat patterns on the inside, as you've seen as we milled this. Here's a good example piece. All of these patterns that you see are caused by different molds that are growing inside the wood. Any fungus that is digesting its host material uses something called mycelium, which is basically like a network of root-like kind of things that spread throughout the wood or whatever it's inhabiting. Wherever you see dark lines in the wood, that is where two colonies of different molds are encountering each other, and one or the other or both will start growing thicker mycelium, which shows up as darker stains to try and keep the other mold out of its food source. You can see in a couple of these spots there are little holes going through the wood in this direction. This beetle seeks out dead or dying trees to burrow through. It actually cultivates a certain type of fungus to grow along the holes that it bores that it comes back and eats. I was severely disappointed to find out that I couldn't describe these as shit stains, because the mold spores are carried in a pouch that is distinct from the rectum. But it produces the same sort of effect as the other molds. It grows generally in this direction because it's easier to spread along the grain, and when it encounters the mold growing elsewhere in the wood, it starts putting up this thicker mycelium that you see as a darker pattern. So the process of milling this entire tree took probably over a year, and the oldest of the wood here has been air drying for a little over a year. It's probably about as dry as it's going to get in the Virginia humidity. I do have to bake it for a little while to get it dry enough to use in furniture and also to kill any bugs that are still living in it. And you can see most of the stuff is not going to fit in the oven, like that little piece I did earlier. One of these days I'm going to build myself a shitty little wood kiln out of some insulation foam and a heater fan, and hope I don't burn something down. But it does need to get drier in order to be used in any kind of furniture. This is pretty unique wood, and it's going to make some neat furniture one of these days, so if you're interested in seeing what I do with it, consider subscribing, and I'll put out videos occasionally, sometimes when I get around to it. Bye.
Still solid up top.
Not so much down here.
Yeah, you get.
That's literally a mushroom, I think.
Fungus.
Yeah.
People pay money for those.
Yeah, not those ones.